Hey guys, it's Florida MJ 420 here, and today I have a tutorial of a mod for the Boundless TERA vape, and this mod will turn the Boundless TERA into a bag vape. And I'm going to do it all. I've tested this and I know it works, but I'm going to do it all on camera. The only variable here is whether or not this will drill through cleanly. We're going to see. If it doesn't, this might look pretty janky. If I can't get it with this drill, I probably could do it easily with a, what are those things called? A little Dremel tool. But I don't have one of those right here. I'm gonna have to go dig it out. So I thought I'd try it with this first, with the drill. But anyway, so here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need your Boundless TERA, of course, and the attachment, you know, the nozzle for glass attachments. You will need a drill. By the way, make sure you clean this out so that it has good airflow before you use it for this. You'll need a drill. You'll need a two-way valve and fish aquarium tubing. And this is very cheap. It's like $5 or something on Amazon. I'll put a link to it in the description. You'll need a length of just a really small nub to get it working like I have it here. A little small nub of silicone tubing. I think it's like 3/8 of an inch. And then you will need a, I believe this is an 18 to 14 millimeter adapter, or is it 19? I can't remember. But yeah, it's just a glass adapter. 19 to 14. Need a number 1 Phillips head screwdriver, a 1/4 inch drill bit, this air pump. You can use a bunch of different ones, I'm sure, but you do want to make sure you don't just use the cheapest one you can get. You want to get one that has a good air throughput, or you're going to be waiting like 5 minutes on your bag to fill up. So definitely get one. This one was like $15 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description for it. You'll need some scissors, a place to put tiny screws, some fresh batteries. You definitely want to do that because you want a nice thick bag. I'm using the bag from the Arizer Extreme Q system. But I'm going to make more tutorials in the future that show you how to get this working with stuff that you don't need to buy the Arizer for. And this actually puts out some really nice thick clouds. So let's get started. First thing that you're going to need to do is take out these screws. I've already got one out right here. But these things, you got to be careful with them. These screws break very easily. I mean, not the... Okay, I said that wrong. The screws don't break, the posts underneath them break very easily. So in effect, you know, the whole thing is broken. You can't get it screwed back in very well. And I'll show you that where the post broke out. I had this working with all the guts open and just put some tape around it first. So this will be the first time I've done it with an actual hole in the body, if I can get that. So you want to remove the little rubber grommet and plastic spacer that are on this, and this is where we're going to drill that hole out. Hopefully this is some, I don't know what kind of metal this is, but it's a little heavy for its size and feels a little tough, but it's probably easy enough to drill through. We'll see. You also be careful of these things. There's these little springs that'll pop out. Just put those, you'll need something to put these little screws in and all these little parts. There's the inner guts right there. Alrighty. Let's get this sucker drilled out. Gotta put the drill bit in. Alright, I've got this sucker strapped in right here. And this drill bit fits right here into the hole. I don't even know if this is going to work very well. It's probably going to start skipping around like crazy, but I just don't know where my Dremel is right now. It's actually a little knockoff anyway, but yeah, I don't know where it is. So let's give this a try. Hopefully it won't be a disaster. There we go. It went right through. Cool. I was thinking it's a soft metal, and now that is confirmed. There we go. That's all we will need that drill for. I didn't mention that you'll need a clamp. There you go. You'll probably need a clamp. And here we have it. Perfect little hole. let's make sure that this tube will fit into it. A little bit of a tight fit, so I might have needed to... No, actually that's good. That's perfect. So there you go. It fits right through the hole. Excellent. Oh, and I never showed you. Let me see. So, I don't know where it was. Oh, okay. That's why. Right here. That's the post that's broken. So, I think this is like some... I'm not sure if this part is plastic. Yeah, it probably is. But, so that's why that other screw doesn't work very well. Not too hard to fix, but annoying. And that right there is the tube that we want to hook up the aquarium tubing to. So I'm going to move the camera back to the original position and get going. Alrighty, so now that we got that drilled out, you'll want to cut the aquarium tubing into 3 pieces. Alrighty, well that worked nicely. So when you have the longer one through the bottom of the bottom plate of the Terra and 2 other ones cut to a smaller but similar size, it's time to start putting the Terra back together, which is a little bit of an annoying process, but we can get it done. You put this little spacer, see that? That little spacer right there is right on top of those 2 posts. See? There's the posts, there's the spacer. Now this one we don't need anymore because this is the little grommet that kept the metal intake tube sealed to, from the inside. So we don't need that anymore. Now what we need to do, because the reason we don't need it is because this tube is going to act and as what keeps the air coming from outside of this inner body. So now we want to take this tube and just slide it up there as much as you can. And it fits on pretty well, just like that. Oh, I dropped the little spacer. Now we're back. Okay, so like I said, this is really annoying. But what you want to do is put this little spacer here. And this holds these 2 springs. And what makes this so annoying is that there's a really strong neodymium magnet right here, and it flips these springs all around. So then you just want to take it like this and slide it so that the springs go into those 2 brass or whatever those are, gold colored contacts. See, it's so annoying, but it's not too bad once you get the hang of it. It's just that's going to keep happening. So here, hold this down like this with your fingers while you do it, and then just make sure, as long as it gets in those gold-plated things, then you're good. Now I forget which side has the busted. I'm guessing those were on the front ones, so let's put the long 2 screws back here. And then figure out which one of these can still take a screw. Should have figured this out first. Alright, that one looks like it's in. Now, it's reassembled. Very nice. So, let's put some batteries in it and test it, make sure I didn't discombobulate anything in there. Looks like it's working. Now, I don't know how to change this back to Celsius. I should look that up, so that's what I'm going to do. Now that you have this part hooked up, we're ready to go on to the rest of it. You don't need this screwdriver anymore. So let's take your 19 to 14 millimeter glass adapter. This part is annoying as can be, but you gotta, so I'm probably just gonna cut until I finally got it, but you have to slide it over like this, and it's so, you know what? I think, here, this will make it easier. First, slide it on here. It's easy to get on to the bag thing, or if you have something, you know, that's easier to get it on. And then try it like this. Hey, it's working. Ah, dang it, I put it too far on this other one. So I'll just put a little bit on there. Hopefully you can see that. And then we'll try it again. And this isn't this hard to do once. It's just hard to get it on this big one. It's very easy to actually operate the bag vape. Okay. Nice. There, now it's going. It's getting on there. So now just to reiterate, when you want to attach and unattach the bag vape, it's really easy. You just stick it in, it's attached, take it out, it's unattached. When you grab it, grab this. Great. This is only a couple bucks at a glass shop, probably $5 maybe. A little 3/8 inch silicone tubing, that's not expensive. So now we need to hook up tubing to each of these outlets on the pump. And that is because this outlet is at full capacity when both pumps are running. It does not run full capacity on each pump. It's half capacity on each one. So there's a pump here and a pump here, and they each come out their own thing. That's why we need the splitter. So we'll have full capacity going to our vape. And you take the little splitter. You can find little plastic ones too. Like I said, this kit with the tubing and the splitter and a bunch of other stuff, well, there's a few other things, was only like $5, so that's why I got it. Now, you want to make sure that this end is capped off. You have one end uncapped, and you want to attach the 2 aquarium tubes to this. Each little nipple here, so that you'll have full power coming out one hose. All right, now you just hook up the TERA, the hose coming from the TERA to the inlet, well, the outlet, I should say. The 2 inlets were from the pump. And there, and you just want to make sure you get it over all 3 of the ridges so it keeps a nice seal. And we're almost there, folks. Obviously, you're going to want to plug this in when you're ready. Now, another thing that I don't have in this video, but like I said, I'll do more tutorials in the future, and I'll make this a lot better, you know, and easier to follow and stuff like that. But this doesn't have an on-off switch on it that I found, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't. And so what that means is you actually have to unplug this. So if you get a little inline switch that you could just, you know, like maybe an extension cord that has a switch on it, that would be great. So we'll put this over here.